Here are 5 investments that will make you a millionaire. Number 1, save money. For 60% of Americans who live paycheck to paycheck, this may be easier said than done, but the only way to make money is to have money. But let's get one common myth about millionaires out of the way. People's most prominent misconception about millionaires is that they all live lavish lifestyles. The best-selling book, The Millionaire Next Door, explains that most millionaires live below their means. These people have become millionaires because they have invested in the things that are most important to them, and that doesn't always include exotic cars and multiple vacation homes. You'll never save enough if you're spending too much on lifestyle expenses. If you are able, live below your means and sacrifice the things you don't need. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but it's true. The more you spend on lifestyle expenses today, the less likely it is that you'll be able to save enough money for wealth down the road. If you're on the younger side of life and are single, consider yourself lucky because you have time to make sacrifices that those further down the road cannot. If you're on the older side, you're fortunate too because you have mistakes you can learn from and will be able to capitalize on your investments more wisely. Later on, I'll talk about the power of compounding all the money you're now going to save. Number 2, start a business. Becoming an entrepreneur is a real way for anyone to make money. You don't have to be a tech genius or have an MBA to start your own company. Have an idea, some time and energy, and the willingness to learn as you go along. And if you don't want to be a CEO of your own company, consider investing in someone else's venture instead. For example, the internet is filled with people who have decided to become entrepreneurs and freelancers as writers, music engineers, and video editors. The online economy is limitless. Online marketplaces like Fiverr create about $100 million a year from freelancers who sell their services. For those who don't want to be online, you can follow the advice of entrepreneurs who work with their hands. One user on TikTok at Pressure Washing is Fun shows how he started a pressure washing business at 16 and brought in $180,000 in his first year. He later invested in more equipment and trucks and now has 3 trucks, bringing in over $1 million in revenue. If a 16-year-old can get that much done, it's possible for anyone able and determined to do so. Number 3, passive or residual income. Passive income means earning money without any additional effort on your part after the initial investment has been made. You don't have to work hard or generate new leads. It just keeps coming in day after day without any additional work. The best way to achieve this is investing in stocks or real estate that provide passive income streams based on dividends such as REITs or lease payments such as apartments. Real estate is a popular investment option. It allows you to build wealth without taking any risk or spending your time managing a business. Few worry about raising money, buying inventory, or marketing your product or service. A simple gateway into the real estate market is through Airbnb, which lets you rent out a room, apartment, or even your home. When you live in an area that attracts many tourists, you can even rent your space for a premium and make money depending on the location and time of year. Another form of passive income mentioned before is through stocks and dividends. Quarterly and sometimes even monthly, certain stocks will pay their shareholders dividends. This is their reward for investing in their company. By reinvesting their dividends, you take advantage of the power of compounding, which leads us to the next point. Number 4, the power of compounding. Have you heard the story of compounding that starts with 2 golfers making a bet? Here's how it begins. There are 2 golfers about to start their 18-hole round. Golfer A says to golfer B, "Let's play for $100 a hole," and the winner gets $1,800. Knowing the power of compounding, golfer B says, "Why don't we play for 25 cents a hole and double it each hole?" So golfer A agrees because he wants to save money. At the end of the round, golfer B wins and they start to calculate how much money is owed. Well, hole 1 is 25 cents, hole 2 is 50 cents, hole 3 is $1, hole 4 is $2, hole 5 is $4, hole 6 is $8, hole 7 is $16, hole 8 is $32, hole 9 is $64, hole 10 is $128. He's thinking so far so good. I'm glad I didn't bet all $1,800 because I would have lost a lot of money. So they keep counting. Hole 11, $256, hole 12, $512, hole 13, $1,024, hole 14, $2,048. Golfer A realizes he made a mistake and has now learned about the power of compounding. By the time they count to hole 18, he's lost $32,768. That is the power of compounding. When you reinvest your interest or earnings, savings and continue to let your money grow, you have exponential growth. Many believe the secret to becoming a millionaire is simple: save, invest, and compound. Compound is the process of earning interest on your interest. The longer you can keep the money you're holding in your investment account, the more money you'll make over time. This reinforces the earlier point about living below your means and saving money. The most straightforward path forward comes from a book called The Simple Path to Wealth, written by a dad who wanted to give investing advice to his daughter. His lesson is that historically, an ETF or an index fund that follows the S&P 500 will return 10.8% a year. If you take your savings and don't worry about anything else, you'll become a millionaire in 30 to 40 years. However, there are many variables like how much you'll save and invest and when you start. Number 5, invest in yourself. Jim Rohn, motivational speaker and mentor to many highly successful entrepreneurs such as Tony Robbins, says, "Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune." This is so true in a world where only 27% of college students end up working in their original field of study. I can make an entire video about this subject, but there are a few easy ways to invest in yourself. Invest in personal development books and courses. Books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki have helped many people become millionaires by teaching them how to think differently about money. If you're looking for some good online courses, check out Udemy or linkedin.com/learning, formerly lynda.com. These sites offer hundreds of online classes taught by experts at affordable prices. You can learn virtually any skill from experts and use it to further yourself and even start that business you've been hesitant about.